And we are back with the extra video to Sonic Mania. Like I said last time, we beat the game of Sonic the Hedgehog, and now in this video I'm going to be showing you all of the new characters, all of the new unlocks you can get for doing the special stages and medallions, and anything else that I can think of during this time period. I will point out too, this is a commentary, it's not an actual game. I'm not going to be showing you, I'm not going to be playing the game, we're talking through all of the steps. So you may have guessed, I have put a lot of work in this fucking video, and it sucked, so leave a like. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the characters. So we will start off with Tails. As you can see, Tails starts the exact same way as Sonic does, flying on the plane. As you can see, Sonic's one of snorkels, a reference to Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And as you can see, Tails flies the exact same way as Sonic the Hedgehog, no difference there. So in gameplay, Tails is not much different from Sonic 3. He runs, he jumps, he grabs boxes just like Sonic the Hedgehog, and he can fly. As I'm about to show soon, hopefully. So he runs over, he runs just like in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3, no difference. And he should have to fly soon, if I remember. I don't know why I was doing this recording, because I was being a bit of an idiot. There you go. You see Tails flies around the area, he can fly, this means that we cannot use shields. You can see I was trying to demonstrate. I got a shield. Can I use it? Nope. So I can't use the metal shields, which sucks. Because it gets overwhelmed by the fly ability. You can see I'm going through the stage. And Tails will also be getting the Chaos Emeralds, just like Sonic the Hedgehog, to get his prospective good ending. I'll be able to get at the very end of the video, so stay tuned. So what's unusual in a Sonic game is that when Tails does collect all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds, usually in Sonic 2 and 3, it did nothing. I guess Tails doesn't believe himself into a super, which sucks. So realistically, all you got in Tails' paper was the good ending. But in Mania, apparently they just said fuck the rules, because as you'll see in a few seconds, when I collect 50 rings, the button shows up, which is not supposed to be there, and Super Tails is once again born. There he is. As you can see, Super Tails does not have his flickies. He's not as overpowered as Super Tails in Sonic 3 and K. But he jumps higher, he runs faster, and he's invincible, and he flashes a nice coat of like whitish orange. So yeah, Super Tails is kind of like the same thing with the Sonic 3 and K Super Tails, only without the flickies. So if you know Super Tails from that game, you know what to expect. In the Sky Chase section of Mirage Saloon Act 1, like I said, Tails will be on top of the plane instead of Sonic, and this is how Tails will be acting in Act 1. Simple as that, nothing different there. No matter if you have the Chaos Emeralds or don't have the Chaos Emeralds, Tails is still going to be going through the exact same stage as Sonic, going through every stage up till Titanic Monarch, but you will not be doing the Egg Reverie Zone, because they cut it out of Tails' playthrough for some reason. I'm guessing because Tails really reworked the stage, which is kind of dumb, but you know, who gives a fuck? So no matter what, you will get in Tails' ending. The only difference is that you won't get the try again message if you got the Chaos Emeralds. So like I said, I'll be showing off the good ending soon. Probably right now if I can make it happen. So once you do actually beat the final boss of the game, being the subordinate boss, no matter if you have the Chaos Emeralds or not, the bad ending from Sonic's playthrough still plays out. And this time of Knuckles saving you, if you're Sonic, Sonic saves you as Tails, which is kind of nice of the guy, to be fair. And then you would get your ending, and like I said, the ending isn't that much different. The only difference is that you will not get the try again message if you've got the Chaos Emeralds. Here is Tails' ending. Blows up just like normal. Just the exact same as Sonic's pretty much. And that's Tails' ending. It's literally the same, only with Tails' sprite instead of Sonic's. So yeah, nothing much there. Anyways, on to Knucklehead. Now Knuckles has a lot of differences compared to the Mania counterparts for every other Mania character. As for example here, Knuckles has his own little intro. So you can see he's chilling in Angel Island. Then he hears a random noise. Gets ready to box someone, I guess. And then the horrible heavies knock him out cold. So Knuckles has a few differences compared to, you know, everyone else. So I'm going to be going through a lot of them. For example, Knuckles starts underground instead of overground in Green Hill Zone. And Knuckles is just like the way he was in Sonic 3 and K. Don't know why I paused, but you know, just ignore that. But Knuckles is the exact same as he was in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. He jumps lower than Sonic. So, I mean, he can be reaching places that he shouldn't be. He can glide and climb walls. There you go, the glide. I'm showing it off right now. Like I said, Knuckles can't jump as high as Sonic. Therefore, that he's gonna have to take alternate pathways that he can and Sonic can't. Also, he's stronger, so the fact that walls that Sonic will have to spin dash through, he can break through just by walking into it. And just like Sonic and Tails, he'll be finding special rings and he'll be going to the special stages to once again collect the Chaos Emeralds to get his super form. As you'll see now, I've got the rings to do it. Be way up there. Jump, press Y, bang, Super Knuckles. As you can see, he flashes just like Tails. He can run faster, he does not jump any higher, because obviously, you know, that'll ruin the character. He climbs walls faster, and I believe that's it. Oh, and he's invincible too. So, yeah, Super Knuckles, not as powerful as Super Sonic or Super Tails, for example, but he's still Super Knuckles, he's invincible, he's a god, obviously still dies from crushing and shit. So, yeah, that's Super Knuckles. But there's more to this character you may think. For example, I'll explain some more in Chemical Panzer. So like I previously mentioned, Knuckles can't jump as high as Sonic. So just see, look, I can't jump up there. What do? You have to actually use platforms to get Knuckles across to certain areas, and this can get really confusing because of his low jump. But on the contrary, because Knuckles can break through certain walls, Sonic couldn't break through this, but Knuckles can. And so this leads to Knuckles' alternate pathways during the zones. Therefore we get a bit more exploration in Sonic Mania. I don't show through all of them, I just show you this one in Chemical Plant so you can not be spoiled and shit. But yeah, you go through the stage and you'll end up back in Sonic's act really soon. It's really short, unfortunately. You'll see, look, you break through this, you bounce on those little pads. And literally, that's it, you're back in Sonic's act. So that's a nice little shortcut. But the next place we're going to be going to is Mirage Saloon, funnily enough. So, let's go there, shall we? So remember during the Sonic and Tails cutscene in Mirage Saloon where Knuckles got thrown off the plane? Well, obviously Knuckles has to have his own stage then because he can't coming with Sky Chase if he got thrown off the plane. And so, Sega did. As you can see, Knuckles gets his own remix of Mirage Saloon Act 1. It's a completely different level, made for Knuckles. And yeah, it looks pretty sick to be honest. So yeah, this is why I kinda like playing as Knuckles because, you know, he doesn't get a, special ring. He doesn't get a Sky Chase section, which I appreciate because I hate Sky Chase. I hate Sky Chase sections personally. So, you know. But I will point out, as soon as you complete this Act 1, it'll thrust you back into Sonic's Act 2. And I will put the boss different too. So, it's kind of nice how Knuckles gets his own little version of Mirage Saloon. So I'm going to let it play out the entire thing so you'll see what you guys are on about. So you can see those teeter-totter things are from Starlight, so from Sonic 1. Who the fuck remembers that stage? And also, another thing to mention too, I forgot to mention, but in Lava Reef Zone, there was like those like purple like dinosaur things in lava. They're from Helltop Zone from fucking Sonic 2. Who the fuck remembers Helltop? No one? Yeah. As I thought. Unfortunately, I got the invincibility shield, but you can't hear the music, which sucks. Climb walls, no problem. I'm trying to not turn the Super Knuckles because, you know, I realize this is going actually on the stage. I don't want to skip the rest of Super Knuckles. I do when I do a certain other thing, but not now. You'll see what I mean shortly. When I mean short, I mean towards the end of the video. because I spent so many hours in the last bit. I guess what's the here in this part of Dead Space was watching this act. Be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. I fucking appreciate it. I spent all my work on these fucking videos, and I think they're okay to listen, so if you think they're okay, just drop a like and sub. That's all it is. It's free. I'm not gonna criticize you if I'm not gonna criticize you if you don't, but you know, I love some extra followers to keep my channel going, I guess you can say. So yeah. Sorry, I've got nothing else to say. I mean, like, you're seeing the game for yourself, really. I don't know what else I can say. You're in Act 1. Play the game. Job done. Here I got a bit lost. I was like, where the fuck do I go? And I realized, oh yeah, I go up here. As you can tell, I haven't played as Knuckles in a while, so you know. I'm vibing with music right now, I'm sorry, but I love this music to death, it's really cool. Go to the police. They should just give a Knuckles like a cowboy hat or something, that would've been cool. So you can see the time, like the time still changes when you go over here. It's currently early morning and now it's noon. It's high noon once again. See all those fucking pimple things? Be climbing up climb up the wall. See what little contraption. We're about to reach our next boss. And this boss is the exact same boss, but it's different. Exact same look. So here's what it does. It rises, and then it, like, places balls on the area. First one bounces, the second one rolls, the third one bounces. That's it. Yet, I struggle with this boss for some reason. As you'll see now, I died. And then I died again. And again. And again. This is getting fucking repetitive. But finally, take 5, I fucking got him. I don't know what was wrong with me, I struggled for so long. That's me sighing relief, like I looked up like, for fuck's sake. Finally. Done. And like I said, when you beat Act 1, you thrust back into Sonic Act 2. So the next I'm going to show you now is Lava Reef, funny enough. So, let's go. So what makes us return to the Lava Reef? Some inquisitors may ask. Well, for Knuckles, he gets an alternative boss fight in the Lava Reef zone to also put in the Hidden Palace, because the Hidden Palace is in this game. It's only accessible through Knuckles. Ignore that death. So I'm going to show... fuck's sake. So I'm going to show you how to get to... I won't say how to get to, you're going to have to get there. And what happens... Well, I'll show you what I mean. Alright, just going down. Gonna go check on the Heavy Rider. I'm just gonna jump up here. Oh, get a string box rather. There we go. Alright, let's go get the Heavy Rider then. We're gonna jump up here and... Oh yeah, we can't. Because we're Knuckles. Therefore, we can't fight the Heavy Rider. So what do we do instead? Well, head left. We can now break through this that Sonic can't. And this will lead to Knuckles' alternate boss fight. So we don't actually have to fight the Heavy Rider in this version, which is... You know, we never actually fight him, which is, you know, saddening, but oh well. So you press the button, and Knuckles wants to. You glide through here. Also to mention, do not go down, go up. If you go down like me, if you're an idiot, you will fall to your death. But luckily, I saved it. That was a lucky save for the way. Like, fucking hell. So don't go down, go up. There we go, I'm not dull. Scanning for the wall. There's a button you have to press. Right here. And now we're heading our way to the Hidden Palace Zone. As you can see, here it is. We're in Hidden Palace. So now we're in Hidden Palace. You've also got to assume what else is here. Since we're Knuckles, here is the Master Emerald. And someone's trying to steal it. Who? The Heavy King. I love this animation, by the way. I remember seeing the Master Emerald, but then Eggman zapped me. Oh, fuck! Give back the Emerald. I love that. But yeah, honestly, the Heavy King, you don't have to worry about him whatsoever. So he absorbs energy just like, Super Mecha Sonic off, from Sonic 3 and K. But he's a lot easier than Super Mecha Sonic. He has that attack which will damage the entire floor. And he flies around, he loses his form, and he goes back to juice. Bear in mind, when you actually, you can actually hit him when he's absorbing energy, and also you can hit him when, he's flying around. So the Heavy King is essentially the easier fucking Super Mecha Sonic, so you shouldn't worry about him at all. So don't worry about him. Also, you can see the Super Emeralds are there, the destroyed Super Emeralds are there. So that means the Hyper Sonic has a tendency to be in this game, but it's not there anymore. So once you beat the Heavy King, that's still a boss fight for Knuckles. Once you beat the Heavy King, you'll be sent through a teleporter, and then you have to beat for the rest of the stage. He says Metallic Madness, and then we can beat for the stage just like normal. And like always, he fights a subordinate boss, whether he has the Chaos Emeralds or not. And this will be Knuckles' new ending. And again, it's not that much different from Tails and or Sonic. Rather that figure, which is, you know, again, annoying. Again, Sonic will save Knuckles, like always. Get in, Knucklehead! And, I'm kidding you not, the ending is exactly the same. Only difference is you have a Knuckles pose. That's literally it. So yeah, that's Knuckles, and now we're off to the Mania Plus portion of the characters, aka Mighty and Ray. So let's start with Mighty. So here is Mighty, one of the Sega Sonic crew. As you can see, he moves just like Sonic, and he has a few new abilities compared to Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. For instance, he has a Stomp ability if you press the jump button again, and he will drill straight through the ground, just like that, and it will attack anything that's in his way. Additionally, he's also immune to spikes. When I say that, he can jump on spikes and he will bounce off them and won't take damage. So you'll see? There it is. It's a one-time use, but it can be really efficient to dodge spikes. So he is immune to spikes in a form of aspect. But apart from that, he's basically just Sonic without a drop dash. That's literally is. And like always, Mighty will be getting the Chaos Emeralds as well as Ray and I'll say what's at it. Mighty will be getting the Chaos Emeralds to once again claim his super form. So let's save the chitter chatter, let's just show you Super Mighty, shall we? And as you can see, Super Mighty is no different. He flashes pink just like Knuckles. And the only difference is he runs faster, he jumps higher, and he's invincible. That's it. Nothing new. I will also point out too a nice animation detail. When Mighty and Ray run, it's their run animation from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a very nice touch. Anyways, moving on to something a bit more different. It seems like Sonic loves to fly the plane wherever character you play as, so he will always fly the plane, even for Ray. So I'm not going to show off Ray because it's the same thing only with Sonic flying the plane with Ray. So there you go. Nothing new. I also point out Mighty's a little bit broken. For example, do not stomp when you get the creation screen. Why? Quite simply, it crashed your game. So don't stomp when you're doing a victory pose, otherwise the game will crash, and yeah. Just don't do what I did, alright? And then Mighty being no different from the other characters. When he beats the final boss, with or without the Chaos Emeralds, he gets the exact same ending. But there is one minor difference to acknowledge the Sega Sonic cast, which I find is quite nice. So Mighty leaves, Sonic again helps him. Sonic is like the fucking hero of this timeline, fuck, you know. And it's literally one little mini change to respect the Sega Sonic team, I guess. So instead of having Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, you have Sonic, Mighty, and Ray instead. And Sonic, Mighty, and Ray being the Sega Sonic cast. So they pay a little homage to obviously the Sega Sonic cast, which I find is quite nice. But that is Mighty, nothing new. Finally for the last character, onto Ray. So Ray the Flying Squirrel, he's a very interesting character, because he can fly like Tails, but not exactly the same way. As you can see, look, when I try to do it, he runs around, there it is. So he flies around the exact same way, like Super Mario does his cape in Super Mario World. So you hold right as big and bend down, and then you press left everything down that's big to go up. And he does like that wave motion. Just like Super Mario did when he was using the flying cape feather in Super Mario World. And it behaves the exact same way. So that's Ray's mechanic. Ray, obviously, when he's doing this flight mechanic, he's vulnerable, so anything can hit him. So, you know, don't use it too much. And, like always, he'll be getting the Chaos Emeralds, and he'll be getting his super form, which is no different from everyone else's, so I'll quickly show it off now. No surprise, Ray flashes a bit of yellow, he moves faster, he jumps much higher, and he is invincible. Again, that is it. Nothing special with super forms, unlike Super Sonic, unfortunately. But who knows, maybe stay up that game at some point soon. But yeah, Super Ray is not much different from every other super character, so that's unfortunate, I guess, isn't it? I do like though how Ray has his own unique climbing animation since he has a flying squirrel. Usually with Sonic guys they climb just like Sonic, but Ray has his own climbing technique, as you'll see now. So he uses his tail and kind of flips like a monkey. And I do kind of like how Ray has his own climbing animation compared to anyone else. It gives him a little bit of a unique feature to him, you know? And for the fourth and final time of this recording, I've said this line way too fucking much. Whether you do not have or do have the Chaos Emeralds, you still fight the subordinate boss, and you get your appropriate ending. And it's no different from the Sega Sonic ending with Mighty, only you get Ray's pose instead. And like always, the place blows up for the fourth time, and Sonic comes to save you. Ray, get in! This place is gonna blow up for the fourth time again! We gotta get out! And you escape for like the fourth time. Whip the frickin' do. You know? Man, this base sure loves to explode, huh? And again, no different from Mighty's ending with the Sega Sonic crew. Only difference is you get Ray's victory image instead of Mighty's, obviously. There we go. But now that I've finally shown you every single character in the game, let's get to a few more extras that are in the game still. So, I'll see you then. So if you remember my first part, I talked about medallions. Medallions were used in special stages to give the extra content you can see right here. And these extras, new shits, would be new shit like blue spheres, for example. Original and Mania. Mania mode basically adds... Like, original mode is basically the Sonic 3 special stages, that's it. Mania mode adds 2 new sphere types. First off, green spheres. Green spheres will turn blue, and you gotta hit them again to turn them red. Simple as that, they're like double spheres, basically. So, a green will turn to blue, then a blue will turn to red. Obviously, of course, the regular blue spheres, don't have red spheres, yellow blue spheres, same old shtick. And there's also a purple sphere. There's the purple sphere. The purple sphere will teleport you to a random location, and it will like play a second before it actually finishes. That's the blue spheres. It isn't that much, but you know. Bean Machine, you get this doing some about medallions, and you can either fight a CPU, have 2 CPUs fight against each other, or you play against your friends. I do like how they have a mode for the Bean Machine, considering that it was the fight in the Act 2 of Chemical Plant Sim. So yes, you can challenge your friends or challenge a CPU into a game of Dr. Bug's Bean Machine. Like I mentioned in the first part, it's basically Puyo Puyo, if you know Puyo Puyo. It's a knockoff Puyo Puyo, basically. And yeah, same rules apply. You line 4 in a row, or 4 in a pattern. You want to try and get 1 more combos, so therefore they'll make the other person's towers stack to the top, and therefore they'll lose. And yeah, it's just as fun as it was. Thankfully the sequences are not as hard as they were in Mean Machine, that would have been retarded. But yeah, I do like how they add this mode in, so you play with your friends or play with CPUs. It's a really, really neat idea. The next thing we have is the DA Garden. The DA Garden is basically the sound test of this game as a reference to Sonic CD. So here it is, it's a sound test, you can go through all the sounds and all the music that's in the game. It's a really neat idea. There'll be a different sound test as well, but I'll get onto that later. And there's credits if you want to obviously know what's the credits, we don't care all that. Also to mention, if you go into Mania, go to no save and hit Y, here's game options. You can see, these are also things a lot by Mania. Here's time limits, you can always turn off time limit of the stage, really, really cool. And then there's also the debug mode. I try and show off the time, but it doesn't really work, so I'll explain some stuff whilst this is going on. But yeah, that's actually good luck with the medallions. So no time limit will obviously get rid of the time limit for you, so you can play for as long as you want. The next mode is debug mode, and debug mode is a thing you can do where it allows you to place assets and other shit, like, you'll see what I mean now. So when I press a certain button, I can place assets down. There it is. So you can see, like, a certain corners, I can place down rings, I can place down anything, really. So that's debug mode. You can always do no save. If you can't do it on an actual save file, which is annoying, but oh well. You can spawn big rings, you can spawn fucking anything, really. And, yeah, that's debug mode. Next on the list, you have a Sonic ability. Let's just choose what ability you give to Sonic. Go figure. If you have it set to Mania mode, you have Sonic's Drop Dash, which, as you can see, pretty basic. We know it from the typical Mania formula. So once I exit out, if you set the modes to CD, this will give you the super peel out from Sonic CD. Go figure. So as you'll see now, if I hold up and then try the spin dash button, there's the peel out. So then you'll have the super peel out in the Sonic Mania, which I find is really fucking cool. And then if you set your Sonic ability to 3NK, go figure, you'll be getting your Insta Shield. You press jump again, you'll get your lovely little white aura, which will give you extra reach. There it is. So these 3 abilities return, and you can set them on the fly, but like I said, only on no save. So I find that really cool. And finally, the meme is true. We have a special mode and Knuckles. And Knuckles will basically make it so that you can play, it will give you Knuckles instead of Tails. Meaning, you can play as Knuckles and Knuckles. This is a fucking meme, as you may have guessed. I'm going to show you something when you beat the game of Knuckles and Knuckles, but that'll be till the very end of the video, because I'm going to hype up the entire playthrough. But there's a secret end you can get with Knuckles and Knuckles. But for now, we'll let the meme come back we'll let the meme come back later on. I did mention this too, but in part 4, I mentioned about a level select. The way to get to the level select is very simple. Go into game options in no save. Once I want to do it, turn on debug mode, go back to the game and press Q and A on the at the same time. Here is the level select. You can pick through any level you want and any character you want. And I will point out too, there is Egg Reverie Zone, meaning that you can put the characters in Egg Reverie, even though they're kind of fucked. So don't do that. But yeah, the level select, you can put any level you want. We're here for the sound test specifically. Because the sound test, there are certain codes you can put in which give you certain things, or certain things for the no save. For example, I'm going to do one now. If you use the code, when it wants to load, I'm googling the codes. If you're curious, I didn't know what the codes were, so I'm googling them. But yeah, I'll mention what's I'm looking at. But you can switch through as Knuckles or whatever, and you can place any other character and get them to Egg Reverie, which is really cool. But yeah, I am googling codes because, you know, I've forgotten them, but I remember them now, which is fantastic. So I'll have this little grace period to chill. So, how's you guys' night been? Has it been swell? Alright, anyways. So the first code I'm going to show you is 4126. 412 single player Chaos Emerald sound, and that means you have all the Chaos Emeralds on the file, which will allow you to turn into, go figure, Supersonic. The next code I'm going to show you is very, very similar. It is 6214. This will play a ring sound, and this will allow you to have all of the Sonic movement abilities. So you would have the drop dash, the peel out, and the instant shield all at the same time. A very nice code for sure. I will point out that as a lie, 6124 actually disables the Supersonic music. I meant to say that. 9001 will give you the old characters of Sonic. You see, I was up in 9001, and it gives me all the Sonic moves. Ignore what I said, I was being dull. 6124 actually disables the Supersonic music. So I'll show you what I mean now. The next code I'm going to be showing you, I believe I'm showing you right now, is 19921124. It gives you a continue sound, meaning you've got infinite continues. A very nice code for sure. And I think I should do the next code, which is 20170815. So see, look. What that does is it will allow you to fly around as Supersonic. Ignore my Windows being a bitch. But it will allow you to turn into Supersonic, which I find is really, like, it allows you to fly as Supersonic. It's a really cool idea. I'll show you right now. So as you'll see, I'm running around, I'll turn Supersonic, and look at this. I can fly around the stage just like at the final boss fight. So I fly around, I also can have the ring dash, which I think I'll do soon. So yeah, it gives you like the egg reverie mechanics for Supersonic, which I find is really, really cool. There it is. So I find that really neat about this this code. And there's one more code I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to show you what it does for obvious reasons. And that code being 20180623. Go figure, the first code with the Fly Supersonic is the Mania birthday, or the Mania release date, and this code being the Sonic Mania Plus release date, which will allow you to start in Encore mode. Now, like I said, I'm not showing this one off because I'm going to be doing an Encore mode playthrough, so there's no point. So that is all the codes. So I think to wrap off this extra video, let's do a hyperlapse of the Knuckles and Knuckles playthrough I did to get the exclusive ending that's only to Knuckles and Knuckles for some reason. And if you're curious why I didn't use the level select sheet, give myself the Chaos Emeralds and just, you know, skip to the end, man got bored. I mean, anyways, let's hyperlapse this shit, shall we?
Rougher than Knuckles, the best of them, tougher than Knuckles. You can call me Knuckles, unlike Knuckles, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my knuckles, I'm hard as Knuckles. It ain't hard to chuckle, I break them down whether they Knuckles. Unlike Knuckles, I'm independent since my first chuckle. First Knuckles, still the Knuckles, then no Knuckle chuckle. Born on an island, in the Knuckles. The Knuckles flows inside me. My doo-doo flows, streaking. Cleanse yourself. No. Yeah. I will be the one that set your knuckles free, true. Cleanse yourself with them comes, that's in you. Streaking, doo-doo, loud sounds are the elements that keep me company. I am fucking my own ancestors. Nothing's gonna stand in my way, no. I will be the one that set your knuckles free, true. Cleanse yourself with them evils, Knuckles, that's in you. These Knuckles, now stand up to all the Knuckles. Just believe in Knuckles. Don't rely on Knuckles. It's this power to wipe out the doo-doo and blood. This is Knuckles. Gonna tougher than leather. You can call me Sonic, unlike Knuckles. I don't flex my muscles, I'd rather chuckle. I'm hard as Sonic, it ain't hard to Sonic. I break them down whether they Sonic or Knuckles. Unlike Knuckles, I'm Sonic. Since my first breath, first Sonic, then Sonic, then Sonic, then Sonic.
I have no past. Oh, don't approve of him, but God bless him. This
Sonic
fucking has a purpose. This flows in
Sonic's rugged
ass.
right on. I will be the one to cut your heart free true. Cut yourself from evil spirits that come in you.
Be fighting now, stand up to all the players. Fucking just believe it.
Knuckles.
It's blood on others. We'll be waiting when the
Sonic
series dies. This is my planet. I shall not stand up to all the pain and turmoil and arrogant and anarchy and freedom and serenity and streaking lights, loud sounds and boosting and blood and death and
Come,
do and
Knuckles. Oh, don't set so knock, that road. So Knuckles, collation. Oh, we got knock through them. Muck that so reach. That don't so reach. That will read that so no knock. That rock that hold that. So we over you. We upset.
I'll be waiting when serenity is restored. This is my planet. I shall not surrender. Shall not surrender, no. Yeah.
The new porcupine on the knuckles with the knuckles. Out the knuckles with the rugged knuckles. Cock is cuckles. The knuckle thrower. Independent cock holds. Magical cock holder. Give you the knuckles shoulder. My cock goes through boulders. That's why I flex my boner. I'm hard as nails. I don't need a pot. I get it all by myself. Adversaries get come. Oh no. Rough. I'm knocked dog. Rough.
Now, weirdly enough, if you actually have the Chaos Emeralds playing as Knuckles and Knuckles, but it goes in one sitting because on no save, you do actually get the extra boss fight. For some reason, when you play as Knuckles, it doesn't work. When you play as Knuckles and Knuckles, it does. So you have to fight the Egg Reverie, go figure, as Knuckles. So you get his super form and everything. And once you beat Egg Reverie, you get the ending. So give me a second. And just like that, I've beaten the game with Knuckles and Knuckles. It's just so dumb. And here's the little ending you get for doing this. It's not much, but it's something. Look at that. So it's Knuckles reading a book to the animals, and it's called Sonic Mania and Knuckles. And it says Sonic and Tails, like, what the fuck's going on? So yeah, you get that image if you beat the game as Knuckles and Knuckles, and I find that really, really cute. So that's a little secret ending you can get in the game. But yeah, apart from that, that's been the Sonic Mania Extras video. There's not much I can really say, to be honest. You can see that there's Knuckles and Knuckles 4 times they've done. And yeah. Nevertheless, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. My god, it was painful to make, but we got there in the end, so I applaud you for sticking out to the end. And yeah, that's Mania done, like Mania, regular Mania. Now I'll be doing Encore mode afterwards, but that will be like after DDLC, a relapse. But for now, guys, if you have enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe, as it always helps me. It's good to see you guys support the channel. Also, Discord and Twitch. Go join Discord, good to know the gist. And Twitch, I'm on them more than anything. I know it's not something but it's true. See you on Twitch stream. If you want to say hello, it's good to see you guys in person. And also, Mike and H, part of the Warcraft team. Go check them out. All the love, the content, appreciation. If you're curious too, the song I played during the Knuckles time lapse is called Knuckles. Go search up, it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's been Blue. This took too fucking long. I may have wasted a lot of time, but I'll see you guys later. Peace.